Hello everybody, welcome back. My name is Sarge42, and now I'm assuming that you've read the title, so you know what this video is about. So I'm just gonna get straight to the point. This channel is dead. And honestly, I don't feel like I could revive it in the current condition it is. So I'm retiring this channel. Now, please stick around because I have a lot to talk about. And at the end of this video, I do have some announcements and stuff to talk about in the end anyway. So please do stick around. I want to talk about this whole decision and everything else. On a quick note, this video is scripted. So I'll be looking this direction every so often, if not quite often. I do apologize, but I'm wanting to keep this on as on point as possible. I don't want to take any detours, no nothing, because I just want to make this quick and precise and without me going down the rabbit holes or deterring, because my mind is very all over the place as a general person. So I just want to be precise and give you guys the direct news and everything you deserve. Now, to begin, this wasn't an easy choice to make. And here's why. I created this channel back in December 17th of 2014. And I've been making videos since 2015. I think I released my Hello YouTube video in 2014 in December, but didn't start actually uploading videos until the first week of January in 2015. So I've been making videos for about 6 years now. Not 6 years of consistent every single day, but 6 years nonetheless. But back in 2014, I went through a kind of a depressed state of mind where I started feeling lost and didn't really have much going for me, I felt. And so during that time, I was watching YouTube, of course. I went straight to YouTube because I was like, I have nothing else. I'm just going to lie around, just watch videos, I guess, because what else is there? And I was watching one channel, I think it was Smosh at the time, but it really didn't entertain me. I wasn't finding it funny anymore. And during this time, I actually came across two YouTube channels. These channels would happen to be Markiplier and Jacksepticeye. I found Markiplier first, and then I think a few months later I found Jacksepticeye because it got recommended to me. I don't remember the specific amount of time, that 6 years ago. And watching their content made me laugh because they had more of the stuff that interested me. As you know, I'm a big gamer. I've always loved games, and the fact that their content was purely gaming intrigued me and got me interested. I started to laugh, and it brought me out of my mental funk. But while I was in this mental funk, so I've got like the hiccups I've got like burps. So, ugh. Probably because I'm nervous about making this video. But as you know, but as I was in this mental funk, I was watching the videos, kind of starting to laugh, started kind of pull out of it. I was reading the comments, and this is where I truly started to realize I wasn't the only one going through this, and I wasn't the only one kind of healing or being pulled out of this mental funk by their content. A lot of other people had similar stories to mine, similar experiences, and that made me feel like I wasn't alone. And which would greatly inspire me, along with the fact that these two people have a whole career based on something they love doing, which is just as simple as them playing video games, basically. And with both of those things inspiring me, I created the Sarge42. And from then on, I would go forward in uploading content, of course, as you know. Camera, please work with me. I already have enough problems to deal with. I don't need the camera to mess with me now. So as you know, from 2015 on, I would go from I'd go to upload videos at a very inconsistent schedule, terrible thumbnails. I didn't even have thumbnails on the first, I think, chunk of YouTube videos. It was literally just whatever scene YouTube picked from the video was my thumbnail. My first microphone was headphones, and then I transitioned to a few desk, like simple USB microphones before I'm finally on the microphone I am now, as you know. So my technology's bad. Plus, I had a PC that couldn't play any game that was newer than probably 2007. Really makes making content really difficult when your computer's so outdated you can't play new games. And all this together, combined with my crappy editing skills, put my channel at like a stalemate. It wasn't really growing, it wasn't declining, it wasn't improving, just there. And my videos were getting okay views. I was getting a little bit here and there, but I couldn't get any subscribers, which I'm not surprised. I mean, my first video editing software was Windows Movie Maker. I was using that when I started recording my Fallout New Vegas videos. Like, the beginning of my channel was Windows Movie Maker was my editor. I don't think I actually transitioned to that until I think right around the time I started the Civ series, I think is really when I got the I think is when I got the new editing software, because it was around Christmas time when they had a huge deal on it. And then my recording software itself was Bandicam. I was using the free version of Bandicam, and for those of you who don't know, it has a max of 10 minutes you can record per file, and it has a watermark on the top screen. That's why you'll see in my old original videos, you'll see a Bandicam watermark that would be right along here. So I'm not surprised people didn't stay. I mean, all they saw was a socially awkward kid struggling to talk in his recordings. I mean, I was in the recording videos for up to hours long. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know how to talk. How do you sit there and have a conversation with yourself for X amount of time? It's wild. And I was very self-conscious, had very low self-esteem, self-confidence stuff, so that even played into it more, making it really harder for me to be sitting here chatting and going about it. And so, yeah, they saw a socially awkward kid struggling to talk in his recordings with poor technology, no editing skills. So I'm not surprised. I wouldn't have stayed either if I'd came across the channel and started watching it, and it was like that. But then in 2018, things started to look up. I was getting more views. I think I was getting roughly like 10 views at a time. I had one video that had almost 100 views. People were liking my videos here and there. Some people would comment. I'd respond. I had a few channels I've actually been a part of that I really enjoyed, that people came across I think a year or so after. But I thought this was finally the breakthrough that my channel needed to grow. Because as everyone knows, when you create a channel, the struggle is reaching 100. Once you hit 100, then your videos start to get more noticeable and you grow. The 100 is the starting point that you have to fight to get to. And I thought this was finally it. I was getting views and everything else. I wasn't really gaining subscribers, but I was getting views, which means my videos were getting pumped a little bit out there. But this is when YouTube implemented their new AI algorithm that still exists to this day. And that sunk my channel into the depths of YouTube before it could shine. My videos went from having, like I said, 10 views to some of them having almost 100. You won't see it on the channel because I actually had to take the video down and re-upload it, removing a chunk of copyrighted music. I had a lot of copyright issues at the beginning of my channel. I recorded in a room with a sibling, so they would watch YouTube and play music in the background. I would usually be able to cover it up, but YouTube is very quick on catching the faint amount of music that happens to play. So then after the algorithm was implemented, my videos only started getting about 1 view here and there. And this would go to spiral me into a very heavy demoralized state. Where I started to compare my growth to others. Well, this person's been doing YouTube for 2 years, just like I have, but they have 50 subscribers. I have 2. This person's been doing it for the same amount. They have 100. I have very little. 3 years later, 4 years, every year, every so often, I'd always find myself comparing. This person's got hundreds of subscribers. This person's in the thousands, and they started around the same time I did. And it really took a huge toll on me, and it would plague me for many years. It actually plagued me all up until I moved up here, so all up until October of last year. And it still bugs me here and there, and I'm sure it'll bug me for the longest time, but I have to learn to not focus on that. Each person's rate of growth is different, and I've talked about it many times in my vlogs, is where that has plagued me a lot. Because, I mean, how could it not? You're making content that you love to make. You're putting all this work in, and it's not being seen. No one's watching it, and all that stuff. So it's like, so that would plague me for the longest time. Social media, moving on to the next thing, is also another big problem and failure on my part. I always wanted to use Twitter and everything, other social media, because that's where a lot of people connect and a lot of people talk and other stuff. But I was never good at it because I didn't know. I would always forget. I'd forget that I have another platform to talk to people on. And I also, when I did get on it, didn't know what to tweet about. Like, I was on Twitter probably every single day nowadays. But I never know what to I don't tweet out because I don't have anything to tweet. I like people's tweets. I comment on people's, but I don't really tweet out stuff myself because I don't really have anything to say. I don't share, like, I don't go, oh, I'm not one of those people who goes, oh, this is what I ate today, or I went on a hike today, or because honestly, I don't leave my house too often. People might call me a hermit. Almost everything I need is at my computer or elsewhere. I leave the house to go to work or go elsewhere. So sometimes I'll leave. I'll leave to go shopping, do other stuff, but I don't go out of my house every day to go and do stuff. So I don't travel. So it's like I don't have a lot of exciting stuff to go. I get up, sit on my computer, I'd game, record, and do all that. There was not much for me to talk about. How interesting is tweets every day going, oh, I got up at this time, sat on my computer, I've recorded for 8 hours. Can't wait to do this tomorrow. And so I failed at it. And in the end, I'm not blaming anyone but myself for my channel's failures. Because in the end, it's my fault. I didn't put in the time necessary, the skills necessary, to record and upload in a consistent manner, not having decent technology, and like I said, and not knowing what I was really doing. I had no idea what I was doing. I was like, oh, YouTube, this sounds fun. Making a career to help others and play games like I have always wanted. Sure, start doing it. No idea. I didn't have the technology for it. I didn't have any of that stuff. And that's been one of my biggest regrets, is I started at a time where I wasn't prepared. I just kind of rushed into it. And I wish I could go back and redo it, because if I could, I would. Because I didn't have like a good banner. I didn't have good icons, good logos, artwork. And I can't, anything artsy, I'm terrible at. I've never been good at thumbnails or anything else. My first attempt at thumbnails were the Civ series. Yeah. For the most part, I think that was the first series. There's been other attempts probably, but I don't remember. And I've changed my logo like 4 times, but so I just didn't know what I was doing, and it really showed, and mistakes were made. But in the end, it's not over. Like I said, I created this channel to help others like I was. Help others from... Come on, brain. I even have a script here. Come on, let's do this. I created this channel to help others that are feeling down just like I was. And I want to do this by making videos with other people, collabing with friends, and just other content creators in general. Um, Doing charity streams where I could help the world, because that's another thing. I want to help others, and also just making content that you guys would enjoy. So, in that regard, I decided now would be a good time to retire this channel. But it's not the end. I'm actually launching. Um, Hold on, before I get there. Side note: I am not deleting this channel. This channel actually is being I think one of my videos is actually on someone's website, and a few other things. So I don't want to delete it and just stop there. They'll lose all the stuff that they've worked on. It's on with my permission, of course. So, plus this channel is such a history of who I am, what I've done, and it's always going to be a part of me. And so I feel like it'd be wrong to delete it. I'm not going to add anything to it. You guys don't even have to be subscribed to it, in all honesty. Because I'm not going to be making content on here anymore, but it won't be deleted. Now, I am launching a new Twitch account, which in all honesty is just the same Twitch account I was using for this channel, but completely overhauled and rebranded, and a gaming channel, a gaming YouTube channel that'll be basically housing all my Twitch streams on the new Twitch channel, the rebranded Twitch channel, because Twitch, of course, doesn't hold on to the streams forever, and so for people to be able to watch old streams, I want to be able to put that on someplace for people to view and everything else. There might be other content that will go on that channel, but that I'll hit that milestone. I'll cross that bridge when I get there. It'll be happening sometime this year. I'm hoping it'll be up and running in the next couple months. I've got some more stuff to do, some more artwork, some other things to work on and improve. I mean, it's all accessible now, but it's not. I'm not really doing much with them. There's no content being released. So another thing is, retiring this channel will grant me a bunch of new opportunities, because it allowed me to finish prior projects. For example, my book. I am almost done. I've done so many edits on my book series for book 1, and it's actually going to be going up soon. I'm just finished. I'm wrapping it up. And so once I've redesigned the cover and everything else, and finished going through this one last time in the edits to make sure I didn't miss anything, it'll be going up to be sold. So it'll allow me to finish that without worrying, without lingering in my mind. I need to make videos. I need to do this. I need to do that. And again, this will let me start over from the beginning with YouTube and Twitch, with the knowledge I need to start over without making the same mistakes I made before, which I'm happy about, because that's definitely something I need, and it's what people deserve. It allowed me to fulfill the dream and bring content worthy of the viewers, not just, I have to record today because the video needs to go out, and stuff like that, which is what a lot of my content started becoming. But anyways, if you want to learn more about my my new brand, so my new channels and all that stuff, you'll find all that information regarding my new channels, brand, social media, and all that stuff on my website. Link will be in the description, where you can find all that stuff. So go and check that out. But yeah. But anyways, guys, I want to thank you guys so much for going on this journey with me for all these years. It's wild. It's been an amazing 6 years. It's had its ups and downs. It's had a lot of downs, but it's had its up moments. And even though it was rough and difficult to do all this time, there was never a moment I didn't regret. I did regret making videos. I always loved making videos. When I was taking breaks, I hated it. I had to take a break because I needed it for my mental health, for my mental relaxation, because I was always so stressed. Um, I always thought about it. Oh, I need to make videos. Man, it's so boring not making videos. I really need to get back into it. I loved every moment of it, and I wouldn't go back and do things like and never do YouTube if I was given the choice. I'd always follow the same path I did before and make videos. Um, I probably would have done it a different year when I had better knowledge and everything else, but everyone has that mistake. Or everyone has that thought, oh, what if I'd done it then instead of when I did? Um, and I just hope as this journey ends that and a new one begins, that all of you guys will that you guys will go on that journey with me. This is where I'm going to start getting emotional, because it's it's wrapping up a big part of who I am, and I wasn't quite prepared to be doing it yet. So pardon me. So I apologize if I start getting a little emotional. Like I said, it's been a great 6 years. I wouldn't give it up for the world. Which is why I'm not just quitting and disappearing forever. Which is why I'm starting my new adventure. Because all good things come to an end, and some things that you learn, you make mistakes and learn, and that's what this really is. But yeah, thank you again for the wonderful for all this for the wonderful memories, all the people who viewed my content, people who've commented, the people who joined me on my live streams when I was streaming, all of it. Truly, it means the world to me. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I truly hope you've enjoyed all the content I've made. If you haven't seen it, watch it if you want. I mean, it's been a wonderful time. And I truly do hope you enjoyed all the content. But anyways, guys, one moment. I will I will see you all on the next big adventure. The Sarge 42 signing out for the last time. Bye bye.